For the WBC Super Lightweight title, Devin Alexander, 22 years old, the number 2 WBC Super Lightweight contender. He's 18-0 with 11 KOs versus Junior Witter in the black and green, the former WBC Super Lightweight champion. And he is ranked number 3 by the WBC, 37-2-2 with 22 KOs.
You know, if there's one element of his performance that I think Alexander would look back at and not be as happy with, but he is doing it in this round, is the repeated use of the jab. In this round, the Alexander jab's been very, very effective.
Alexander snapping it once again, tight defense.
You know, Witter has used his jab from time to time effectively, and when he's a lefty, that's the one part of his game that is really better as a lefty. He throws a better right jab, but he's not a powerful puncher, and I think for him to win this fight, he's going to have to get the attention of Alexander at some point and hurt him, and that will only be done from the right-handed stance, and it'll only be done, in my opinion, with the left hook. But he doesn't stay righty long enough, really, to make that happen.
Witter with a nice jab to the body. That backed up Alexander.
Right.
Junior Witter telling us yesterday, this is it. I don't win this, I don't know where I'm going. This is my future. This fight is my present. Fans not happy with the lack of action in the ring.
Yeah, they're a little restless because, you know, Junior Witter has been here before. He's made fights like this. And as you pointed out, it's very tough for the man facing him to be as fluid as he would like to be. And that's part of what Devin Alexander is facing right now. Now, in this round, it's interesting. Junior Witter can make a case that he has boxed well enough almost to win this round because he's landed a lot of jabs. So it's very interesting. This might be a fairly close round to score.
7th round coming to an end. Witter has gone 12 rounds 6 times, 10 rounds, never.
That was a good left by Witter. He delivered it from the left-handed stance, but it got there.
10 seconds.
Nice jab by Alexander, and that gets Witter on his horse.
Time.
Let's go to Jim Gray, who moments ago talked to the champion, Timothy Bradley.
Timothy, we just spoke to Nate Campbell, and he said that he is going to make you pay for those bad Campbell soup quotes that you came up with. Were you just having a good time, or were you trying to get under his skin?
I was just having a good time. It wasn't nothing personal, you know. Campbell, you know, he likes to talk, you know, but it was just to basically get under his skin and just, you know, just kidding around with him. That's pretty much it.
Is he the best fighter that you will have faced in your career?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nate Campbell, really don't have to say too much about him. He, you know, everybody knows what he's capable of doing. And, you know, I just can't wait to get in the ring and actually feel it.
You got 2,300 people here in your hometown come to see you. Do you feel the pressure of that, or are you feeling that you'll be lifted? What exactly is going through you?
Right now, I'm just focused on the game plan pretty much. You know, I feel a little added pressure. You know, I just want to perform well. I definitely want to win here in my hometown and, you know, definitely put up a good fight for the fans.
Timothy, thank you. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you very much.
Gus Johnson, Al Bernstein, ringside. Al, your response to both interviews?
Well, I think that gave us a good glimpse into the personalities of both men. Nate Campbell feels persecuted by the boxing hierarchy, and, you know, it does a lot of that, I think, to pump himself up as well. And Bradley has a different attitude. He's just not as much into the hyperbole of things.
Round 8 scheduled for 12 for the WBC Super Lightweight title between Devin Alexander and Junior Witter. And let's take a look at how the press has scored the fight through 7.
The gap widening. Greg Beecham, Associated Press, and Steve Kim remain the same, and Leighton Jin with a small edge for Alexander. And I think that's pretty much the way we're seeing the fight. We don't know if it's the way the official judges are seeing it.
Don't wrestle. Stop. Come on, guys. No wrestling.
And, you know, Leighton Jin's score there, when you look at it, that's conceivable because there were a couple of very close rounds that could have made it close enough. But I think Alexander has controlled the pace of this fight to a great degree.
Now when you look at Junior Witter, you get the feeling that he is fighting to survive and not necessarily fighting to win.
One warning. You keep holding him,
This
take
world
away
title.
point. You understand? No more. Okay.
And
Let's
Dr.
go.
Lou Moret has been kind. He probably should have taken a point away a couple of rounds ago.
You know, but I like the way he's acting. I'll tell you why. I like what he's done, Gus, because, you know, fighters come across the shore and they often, you know, are persecuted here or in Europe. He gave him every opportunity, and now he's telling him, look, you keep holding, you are going to get a point taken away. So, I think that he's right where he should be in terms of making sure that something gets taken away if Witter keeps doing it.
Witter refusing to fight inside. This fight very similar to what we saw from Witter against Zab Judah.
Yeah, it's a very good point. And even facing a lefty in that instance. And, you know, Devin Alexander, you have to give him a lot of credit for just staying consistent in this fight. He hasn't been spectacular, but he's been good. And that's what you need to be in a fight like this. Because it's very difficult against Witter. You can sit on the outside of this ring and minimize how tough it is to fight an awkward fighter like this, but when you're in there, it's pretty difficult.
14 seconds to go in the 8th.
10 seconds.
And it's been more of a wrestling match as opposed to a boxing affair. Courtesy of Junior Witter, the Englishman.
Good. You only getting caught with some bullshit when you walk up on him and pose. If you stay in perpetual motion and you sticking and you dropping and you breaking your hook and your two off, you rolling and you slide, you doing something. He wants you to stop and pose. He needs you to do that. You can't do that, all right? Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Champ.
And Corey Spinks. Wait a minute. This fight is over. This fight is over. He quit.
There you go.
Witter quit. Incredible. Well, he just walked to the other side of the ring. And he quit. In a world title fight. Wow. No mas.
Joy on the part of Corey Spinks and Alexander and the whole St. Louis group, but it is puzzling because Junior Witter wasn't taking a monstrous amount of punishment. It didn't appear, and it was certainly not a fight, unless there's some injury for Junior Witter that we don't know about. That would be the wild card in this situation. But it's kind of an ignominious way for him to end this fight. I think it's even fair to say that without piling on.
Joy for Devin Alexander. At 22 years old, he accomplishes a dream that began when he saw Hilmer Kinty, the world champion, the former Kronk boxer, on the wall in his St. Louis gym wearing a green belt. And he said one day to a local reporter, I want to wear the green belt. Well, today is the day. Alexander has a green belt wrapped around his chest.
And he doesn't care how it happened because he was consistent in his efforts. So while there may be some that will feel the win was tarnished because this man and his corner, we're being told that his corner was responsible to some degree for stopping it. We don't know. We'll see what information we can get.
Let's go into Witter's corner right before this fight was stopped.
Junior, I don't want to do it, but you can't throw one punch and grab every time. You're doing it all night. That's enough. Okay? All right?
He's finished.
Huh? Is that it? Done. It's over. It's over.
was hard to discern there whether that idea came from his cornermen or from
Dr. Lou
Junior
Moret.
Witter. Well, Dr. Lou Moret suggested he couldn't hold anymore, but it was, of course, the Ingles in the corner there were chatting with Junior Witter. Difficult to tell whose idea it was, but the bottom line is it was over.
Corey Spinks, Kevin Cunningham, Alexander's trainer in the ring with Don King as well.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
And as you mentioned, Al, he'll take it any way he can get it, especially against a guy like Junior Witter, who's it's hard to look good against a fighter that is throwing one punch and then grabbing and holding and walking.
Very difficult indeed, and